Hi, my name is Yasu, and I do Hitorigoto in my channel. It's a Japanese word and it means talking to myself. And in my channel, I speak everything. And nowadays, mainly answering the questions regarding depressions and everything because after 2 years and 6 months, I finally finished my depression treatment, and then going through the entire process, it taught me a lot of things. And people shouldn't suffer from depressions. It's an awful thing to go through, and it's a lonely journey to keep battling. And of course, doctors are here to support me and then you if you are going through depression treatment right now. Yet still, everything is too subjective. Nothing feels making sense. Constant doubts that am I making right decisions to getting better, or am I making progress? What is going on with me? It's a really painful journey to go through everything, and it's a super lonely journey. And I really can understand why people don't want to continue to fight depressions because it breaks everything inside out. And I still don't know how I was able to get through everything. And looking back, I was only thinking that if there would be someone who could answer any kind of questions that I had, I might felt I might have felt a little bit better. I might have not felt that lonely. And that is why I am answering the questions. Hopefully, that's gonna make my viewers feel a little bit more connected, a little bit more supported. But in the end, we all have to fight this battle on our own. That's what I found out. So many people wanted to help me, and they did really help me, however. And when everything is breaking in my head, suffering from the withdrawal symptoms and everything, it's a hopeless situations. I kept thinking, why do I have to go through and keep suffering like this? And now I'm better. And I really appreciate all the helps and everything. But I can imagine that if I have to go through the same thing again, it's gonna be a super lonely battle and journey to go through. And I don't think I can do that again. So I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna go through the same thing and at the same time. For me to answer the question, it's a healing journey. And also for me to answer the questions, hopefully, which this is gonna make your entire process of going through the depression treatment a little bit shorter than what I have gone through. because 2 years and 6 months is just way too long. So the question is, once you finish depression treatment, do your emotions come back? Like, do you find the life fun, funny, interesting, and your heart beats? You simply, do you find the life fun and interesting? And the answer is actually yes. And smiling at something, laughing about things in life, it's such a good feeling. And it's good to know that my emotions are coming back, and it's good to know that I have that kind of emotions. Because when I was dealing with my depressions, I was really consumed by everything that's affecting me, by taking medications, how my body and brain responded to it. And constantly I was suffering from something like withdrawal symptoms, side effects, sleep disorders, and everything. And I was very careful. I was always looking what caused what. And I fixed my lifestyle as much as possible so that I can make variables less in my life to identify uh, what makes me feel a certain way, and so on. It was very time consuming and energy consuming. And in the end, not really in the end, going through the process, I just simply didn't have enough space in myself to enjoy, or let myself enjoy, or let myself laugh. Because in order for me to do so, unfortunately, um, first of all, I just didn't know how to find something that might be fun or interesting back then. And because I couldn't figure it out, if I want to find some kind of fun moments or laughing moments, only option that I could think of back then is to meet my people. However, back then, meeting people, spending time with people, it's just too much, very tiring. And I wanted to save as much energy as possible to focus on my recovery. So I was isolating myself, but it really paid off. That is why I was able to officially finish my depression treatment. And because I was making sure that my lifestyles and everything are very fixed. And what I meant is that I woke up like 7 and I went to bed like 10:30 every day. And I was calculating how much time I'm gonna spend on the work and then the other stuff. Everything is carefully controlled, like lab. But that really helped me to understand what is going on with me, how to solve the issues, how to improve. But because everything is controlled, carefully controlled, there is no unexpected variables in my life that makes me laugh or makes me finding something in life very interesting. And also, I think when I was taking the medications and everything, um, I felt really stabilized. So it really didn't go to like super happy or super depressed. It just stayed within the range. But it was really controlled by the medications. And I learned that to make it applicable even after I finished taking medications. And that is why like the even everything became stabilized without medications, not much visual symptoms, and I couldn't really feel like super happy all the time or like super unhappy all the time, just like feeling normal without medications. It took me a couple weeks to figure out that, oh, I am fully recovered. Now I am in the world after depression treatment. I forgot what it feels like to be normal again. But once I acknowledged that a lot of opportunities and possibilities really opened up, and now um, when the time allows and when I feel like it, um, I let myself like consume certain contents to laugh and then also meet people to find things interesting in life. And I find myself laughing more, which is actually really good. And I can say that I can do it, and I do that because my brain condition is a lot better after I finish my depression treatment. And also now I don't really have to focus on the treatment anymore. I can allocate my time to figure out what I find it funny or enjoyable or exciting in my life for myself. And because I try to figure out, I encounter those events, and because of that, I laugh more than before. And it's all healing process to get through. And I couldn't do that if I didn't get better. So it's the outcome of getting better from the depressions. So this is the result after 2 years and 6 months depression treatment. And then when I'm actually saying that, I realize that because I'm healed, not really healed, because I finished the treatment, that allows me to have more mental capacity and energy to focus on something else. And because I take actions and encounter those things that I find it funny and then keep laughing, I laugh more. So I guess actions matter the most. そんな感じかな。No, when I'm actually talking about like those things, I really don't know how I managed to get through everything. And then if I were to go through that process one more time, I don't think I can survive that. Going through depression, going through treatment, Nobody deserves that. People shouldn't get depressed. So please don't get depressed. Yeah, it's really not worth going through everything. But if you happen to be in a situation that you get depressed and you're going through the treatment, you're going through a lot of tough time right now, and then not sure how long this is gonna last, and then how to make it better and improve. You feel probably lonely. I feel you. It's gonna take a long time, but you will get better. And it's very stressful because it's very time consuming. So I'm hoping that you're gonna really be gentle with yourself and then take care of yourself better and well, and then keep having the hope, and you will get better. But it's a lonely journey, and you are the only one who can really save yourself out of these situations. And you're the one who are suffering from everything, so which it really makes everything so undesirable. Yeah, you need to make a decisions. You cannot keep having the same thing as you have when you're not suffering from depressions. Life is no longer the same, and the life is never be the same with or without depressions yet. Having depression, going through the treatment, it's really changing your life dramatically in a way that you don't wish. But what happens is what happens, and we have to make a decisions and we have to make compromise. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that I might be able to say something more meaningful once I spend more time as the person who overcame the depression treatment. But right now, I can say, I can come up with a lot of things to say that, oh, I actually suffered, I learned so many things, and it's not waste of my time and everything. I could say that, however, I don't want to say it yet because it's completely waste of time. Only thing that I could wish is I should have listened to my doctors and then just stayed away from everything to focus on myself before I get really depressed. But in my case, it's a bit unique because really all the like health issues just happened all in once, and then not sure what caused what. そうなんだよね。はい。そんな感じです。Well, so if you are once you finish the treatment, those feelings and emotions, the positive one, will definitely come back. So once you finish your treatment, spend time with people, things that make you smile and then laugh. Because once you laugh, probably you feel that, oh, it's been a while that I am laughing this hard, and then you would actually feel so good. And that's what we need in our lives. So thank you for watching. Please take care. And then if you have any questions, just give me a comments in the comment sections. I'm gonna answer the questions. じゃあね。バイバイ。